Champions League, it's the biggest competition, in Europe. Obviously has a lot of history.
Here's Messi. Oh, pick that out. De Bruyne. Oh, that's wonderful. Wow.
And he's fed Mbappe! Headline hat-trick! All brilliantly finished by Weston McKennie.
Forceful run from him. Can he get in there? Oh, you bet he can. Erling Haaland all over. Oh, he's done it. Big opportunity. Brilliantly taken. Two of the world's best football teams. As has happened so often over the ages, the eyes of the world are on Paris.
In by De Bruyne all the way in! It's Mahrez! Oh, it's a beauty! And that'll do for now. It'll more than do for Manchester City. And there goes Mahrez! And Foden will play it across, and Mahrez will score! Manchester City reach out for utopia.
We were so composed, we suffered together, we defended inside really well, and we did it. So we are in the final of the Champions League. It's a nice reward.
He prizes the place in the biggest club football match on the planet. It's Christian Pulisic, Courtois held him up, and Pulisic has scored. Varane. It's flicked on Benzema, and suddenly it's 1-1. But it's an even semi-final heading back to London.
Kante, he's got Havertz in space. It's Kai Havertz. Oh, it was a brilliant effort, and Werner's headed in. It's in Mount, and Chelsea are there. Mason Mount has got the goal that surely seals Chelsea's place in an all-English final, and the first American to have a chance of playing the Champions League final.
Mason, Chelsea in the Champions League final. What does that mean to you and to this club?
It's not over. There's one more game left.
The most highly anticipated day on the football calendar has arrived. It is the Champions League final. Today, two Premier League sides will vie for the biggest trophy in club football as Manchester City and Chelsea go head-to-head in Porto for the most sought-after silverware. So will it be Pep Guardiola to lead City to their first title in their first final appearance, or will it be Thomas Tuchel to lead the Blues to victory in his first season with Chelsea? The game was originally set place to take in Istanbul. However, due to coronavirus restrictions, the game was moved to Porto, and now Estadio do Dragão is the stage, and 16,500 fans are expected today for the all-English final. And welcome along to our HQ studios. I'm Poppy Miller alongside Ian Joy, host of our very own podcast, Que Golazo, Luis Miguel Echegaray, our former US international Jimmy Conrad, and our former Champions League winner Luis Garcia. There have been so many twists and turns this campaign. It really has been a season like no other, but 124 matches later, Ian, it has led us to this very moment.
We are finally here. It is the moment. It always takes me back to being a kid, and obviously you start off with being a fan of the game. You then get taken to a game, and then all of a sudden you start to recognize, okay, maybe there's bigger games than my local team around here. I went to my first Champions League game with my father, and when I heard the anthem for the very first time, it was amazing, incredible. I fell in love with the game even more so, and it made the hairs just stand up. And the dreams became even bigger. As a player, as a fan, can I make it at some point to a Champions League game just to get a ticket for a Champions League game? It's like getting a ticket to Charlie Wonka's factory. It is a big moment. It is the Champions League. And now I still have that same feeling, Poppy Miller. It's the Champions League final. It's a day we all dream about, whether you're playing, whether you work in the media, whether you're a fan. It's go time, baby.
Dreams will come true today for players, for coaches, for fans, but a very historic day for English football as well. The second all-English final in the last 3 years.
Absolutely. I mean, we've only just recently seen, obviously, Tottenham against Liverpool, and once again, we have an all Premier League final. And I think from an English perspective, it's an amazing achievement. Once again, seeing both these clubs, especially in a season of a pandemic. But I have one thing for you to say. I want to bring back, those memories that Ian used to say. I want to get that anthem right back again and get that feeling. So let's get going. Die Meister, die Besten, les grandes équipes, the champions!
It's go time!
We are ready here in our Connecticut studios. Lucho, I hope you were singing on in Madrid there. And Jimmy Conrad, I know you are ready to go because not only is it a historic day for English football, but also for Americans. Today we see 2 Americans in the final, and one of them is going to win the Champions League title.
Yeah, absolutely. Very excited. I know Zach Steffen's not going to start as the backup goalkeeper for Ederson with Manchester City, but he's there and he has a chance to add to his Premier League medal that he won earlier this season, along with a League Cup too. Now, with Christian Pulisic, I'm going to write a strongly worded letter to Thomas Tuchel. If he does not start in this final, I'll be very disappointed given what I think he brings to the table. He's very good between the lines and obviously making a big difference. And I thought when they last played in the 2-1 result that Chelsea won, the biggest reason was Christian Pulisic dropping a little bit deeper and picking up the ball. So I need to see him play, whether it's as a starter, which I hope, but definitely as a super sub. I think he's going to have a big impact in this game.
We'll see if he starts or not. Lucho Garcia, it's a day that I'm sure brings back so many memories for you, especially if this game had still been played at Ataturk Stadium, a stadium where you won the title. How are you feeling ahead of today?
Actually, Bobby, very exciting. We've been a whole year, going through all the games, trying to analyze every single team, every single way of playing. And we arrived to this moment, the Champions League final. Fantastic 2 teams, Manchester City, Chelsea. We are so excited. Looking forward to it. And of course, I bring back a lot of memories. I got a couple of here memories around. And I cannot wait to see what they can make, what they can do. Because definitely one of a special moment for all the players. It doesn't matter if you play one time, if it's going to be maybe once in a lifetime chance, or you're going to play the second or the third time. It's a very special moment for all the players that are going to be involved. And I'm looking forward to see what Pep Guardiola is going to do, what Tuchel is going to do. It's really exciting because at the moment we're going to analyze it and we're going to enjoy for sure.
We've loved the Lucho Garcia memorabilia wall behind you all season long. This is the path that has led us to the top. Pep Guardiola broke his quarter-final curse with City after they beat Dortmund 2-1 in both legs. They then knocked off last year's finalist PSG to earn themselves a place in the final. So can City remain undefeated in this competition and cap a historic season with the treble? Or will it be the Blues who have knocked off some big names, including 13-time European giants Real Madrid en route to the top? Thomas Tuchel was in this position last year with PSG, but tonight he'll be hoping for a different outcome. All right, so the biggest question is, who's going to win today? Let's bring in our wagering experts to give us their predictions as Lee Phelps joins us now from England. I mean, Lee, Jimmy, you've done an incredible job all season long in what's been a really tough year to predict. This is it, though. The pressure is on. So, Lee, what have you got for us?
Yeah, Jimmy had a great Europa League final. I'm hoping that we can both have a great Champions League final as well. I'm starting with cards in this one. Now, when you look back at previous Champions League finals, you're looking at averaging 4.4 cards per game. And if you look at the Liverpool-Tottenham game, which was a pretty drab affair in the end, there were no cards in that game, so that makes that average look even better. Look at the referee as well. Not much attention will be on him, but Antonio Mathieu-Loaz, very strict, averages 5 cards per game across 29 games this season in all competitions. So we've got a man who likes to throw the cards around. We get lots of tension in this game, so I like the cards in the game. And I'm going to surprise people. I'm picking Kevin De Bruyne to get a card here. Now, I wouldn't put anyone off him being involved, whether it's shots or goals, but I like cards. He was booked in both games against PSG. When he plays in a forward advanced role, he seems to commit more fouls. He committed 3 fouls in the game against Chelsea when he played in a more advanced role earlier in the season as well. Plus 350 for Kevin De Bruyne to be booked in this match. Look, I think he'll be instrumental. I think he'll be instrumental in winning the game for Manchester City. I think they will win, but I do think both teams will score. And I know Chelsea have beaten Man City and have got some confidence over them, but I just think Chelsea have just gone over the hill towards the end of the season, and this is what Man City have dreamt of for years and years now. Man City to win, both teams to score comes out at plus 325. And who gets the goal for Chelsea? Well, I'm going with Pulisic. I echo what Jimmy said. I really hope he starts. I think he adds more to the team when he's in it, and I think he's a man for the big occasion as well. You know, maybe I'm saying this because I'm talking to you guys, but I saw the William Hill odds boost and it said Pulisic next to it, and I was like, I cannot ignore that. Plus 375 to score in the game. Hopefully he does. Unfortunately, with my bets, I think he'll be on the wrong side, and it'll be Manchester City who will lift that Champions League trophy at last.
Yeah, I agree with Lee with the final result. I think that Manchester City are going to win as well. Sorry, all you Chelsea supporters out there. I just don't see you beating this City team 3 times over 3 months. That just seems pretty ridiculous. But fair play if you end up doing it. I'm going with City to win 2-1, but that's not where I'm putting my bets. I kind of see this. It's a final. We saw it in the Europa League final as well, going to be pretty tight to try to feel each other out, see what the tactics are. I think things are definitely going to change from their 2 previous encounters, from Tuchel versus Guardiola in this one. I think 2 to 3 goals in this game overall through 90 minutes plus 100. So I'm going a little safe there. I'm not picking a result one with one side or the other, but I think there's some good value there. And then my man to watch outside of Christian Pulisic, and even if he doesn't start, I do think he can go on and score a goal late as a super sub when everybody gets a little bit tired. He does shine in those moments as well. I like Phil Foden to score anytime plus 220, but also Phil Foden to get an assist at plus 300. I'll let you guys decide at home which one you think he's going to do, but he scored the match-winning goal in both legs against Borussia Dortmund. He had a great assist against PSG. We could argue he was the man of the match in both of those legs. He had 3 shots alone in the first leg in Paris. He has been another level since the knockout rounds began in the Champions League. I think he's going to have some kind of input in this. And I say that too because he came on as a sub in the FA Cup semifinals against Chelsea when Kevin De Bruyne got hurt, so he wasn't really featured in the game plan. And then when they most played recently, when they lost 2-1 Manchester City, he only came on as a sub the last 20 minutes. I don't think this Chelsea team has seen the Phil Foden that we're seeing so far in the Champions League. I think he's going to have a big game. That said, I'll get back to the final being tight. I think this is going to go 0-0 at half, and then City goes on to win it in the second half. I think we'll see a few more goals. Plus 375 is some tremendous value, and I wish Manchester City the very best, and an early congrats to them for winning the Champions League.
So both of you are backing a City win. Lee, Jimmy, thanks so much. Jimmy staying with us, but Lee, it's been brilliant to have you on with us this season. Enjoy the match. We're hoping to keep out the goal scorers today, Ederson and Edouard Mendy. There was a couple of concerns around Mendy coming into today, but Tuchel said he is fit and ready to go.
Well, that is huge, and it's actually a major talking point and one of the strategies for me that can maybe help Chelsea. I want to talk about Mendy for a second because Mendy, 8 clean sheets in 11 matches in the Champions League, 16 clean sheets in the Premiership. He could be the first African goalkeeper to win the Champions League since Bruce Gobelard did it in 1984 with Liverpool when it was then called the European Cup. It's a tremendous achievement for the continent and, of course, the performance of Mendy. But Mendy is that important for Chelsea because I believe that he is that good. I think Kepa Arrizabalaga is a great goalkeeper, but he's anxious, he's nervous, as we've seen before even with Frank Lampard. Mendy is a force, and if he's in between the sticks, it helps and gives a lot of confidence for Chelsea.
I'm just thankful that we actually have the opportunity to watch these 2 goalkeepers go head to head. I mean, it's a beautiful moment when you have this opportunity. 2 goalkeepers, 2 great goalkeepers, 2 awesome defences, and clean sheets, as you mentioned. It's not been easy for me to say that this season, but it has been really important. I'm really impressed with what Ederson does. Simply outstanding. His impact immediately, not only obviously saving shots and stopping shots, it's his ability, and that's why he's at Manchester City and playing for Pep Guardiola with the ball at his feet. I mean, look at this beautiful pass out wide. Zinchenko gets forward, and he obviously gets the strike away, Kevin De Bruyne at the top of the box, and eventually ends up for Mahrez getting his goal. But it all starts with the goalkeeper. It's vision. One thing, goalkeeper must always know where his players are getting forward, especially when they're a counter-attacking side like Pep Guardiola wants to do. That's a beautiful assist right there to Gundogan.
Yeah, and there's one more fact about Ederson, by the way. Ederson needs, just like you said, Ian, Pep Guardiola needs his goalkeeper to almost be the other center back because he creates everything when it comes to possession, and he's massive. Absolutely key point.
Well, it's the stops that really have impressed me more than the passing. I mean, every time there's an opportunity against Manchester City, he comes up big. Positional play, recognising where his goal is, recognise where the opponent is, being able to come up big in big moments. He is a big-time player. This is a big stop against Borussia Mönchengladbach. Let's not forget he's got 19 clean sheets from 36 Premier League appearances and also 7 in the Champions League.
And just 7 years ago, Mendy was rejected by an English League One club on trial, and now he is in the Champions League final. He's had a remarkable journey to the top.
I mean, I began with Mendy. I want to end with Mendy. I can't tell you how. I mean, listen, when he came into Chelsea, I was actually actually like questioning it a little bit, just because I thought maybe you could give Kepa Arrizabalaga another shot. Maybe you could give him a little bit more opportunity, because he did come on a high, at that time, the most expensive goalkeeper coming from Spain. But look what Edouard Mendy has done. It's tremendous. Thomas Tuchel loves to protect the box, but at the same time, he's wary of the fact that he's being defensive. I mean, just look how athletic he is. That's a Karim Benzema shot from outside the box. And even inside the box, he's also creative. His reactions are fantastic. He knows exactly where the ball's every single time. He's just a tremendous asset. And if he starts, it's a big deal.
Yeah, it's a big deal, and I think they had to make that change. Kepa's lost his confidence, and you can still see that when he goes in goal now. He seems to be the goalkeeper that lets goals in. So thankfully Mendy's fit, and of course when you look at the record that he possesses, clean sheets, shot stopping, he's made a massive difference to Chelsea. And I'll tell you this, Poppy, that's exactly why Chelsea are in the Champions League final, because of this guy right here. So thankfully he's playing tonight.
Absolutely, and it's been a massive question. Is Mendy going to be available? It looks like he is, as is N'Golo Kante. So good signs for Thomas Tuchel.
Want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis. No yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.